want to speak on the title, the Overcomer and the Mystery of Time before the Lord. The Overcomer and the Mystery of Time. So I want to explain the mystery of time. But the right word for the mystery of time, I would say the supernatural time before the Lord, because I'm not dealing with chronos or kairos, which are Greek words for seasons and timings. That's not what I'm going to talk about. But I'm going to talk about the supernatural times which happen at a time that you need a miracle in your life. Now, since the title or the theme of the message is the Overcomer and the Mystery or the Supernatural Time before the Lord, because it starts with the Overcomer, I want us first of all to look at the Overcomer briefly, and I want us to look at 1 John chapter 5 verse 4 and 5. I did share it with the people, so I'm not going to go through what I shared, but I'll point out some very important things. First John chapter 5 verse 4 and 5. Would you go on, man of God?
1 John chapter 5 verse
Yes.
number 4.
Number 4.
For whatever is born of God overcomes the world.
Now you must understand, whatever, when the Bible says whatever, it means whatever. It says whatever is born of what, sir?
Of God
Anything, anyone born of God overcomes what, sir?
the world.
Overcomes the world. So if you are born of God and you are here on this earth here, you are given the ability to overcome the world. It is in you. It is in your makeup. It is in your DNA. It flows in your veins, in your blood. You are an overcomer. You are not a defeated person. No. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
And this is the victory that overcome the world.
Now listen now. He says, now John is trying now to define. He says, now this is the what, sir?
The victory
Victory
that overcomes the world.
that overcomes the world. So this is the kind of a victory that overcomes the world. If you want to do well in this world, in Malawi, in Blantyre, wherever, here, the man of God John is saying, here is the way you do it. How does he do it? Go ahead, sir.
This is the victory that has overcome the world.
Our
faith.
Our faith. Come on, say with me, our faith.
Who is he who overcomes the world?
Now, there's a question. Who is he who overcomes the world? There's a question which is asked. Everybody must answer. Who is he who overcomes the world? But then he gives the answer. What does it say?
But he who believes that Jesus is the Son of God.
So he says, but he who believes that Jesus is the Son of God. That's an overcomer. The year 2018 will be an amazing year for you. If that does not mean that you should stop using your brain, your education. God has never taken education away. Actually, when you are not educated, when you have been given an opportunity to get educated and you don't get educated, then you lose out on so many things. Because people like Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, when we read about them in the book of Daniel, these were guys that were recruited to become students in a university, and they had to be there for 3 years. And the chancellor of the university at that time was King Nebuchadnezzar. And he himself, at the end of 3 years, he examined himself. In other words, what I'm saying is, please, if you're a young person, you want to be educated, I encourage you to get more education as much as you can. Because, there are certain places where people who have no education cannot go to. There are certain people who you cannot reach them if you are not, if you don't have that what you have, like education. And I know, I've known it myself that with a title, doctor, man, only doctorate itself opens a door for you. So you are able to reach out to certain people. But what I am saying is that if you are a doctor or if you are a lawyer, or you are an engineer, or whatever you are a businessman, businesswoman, I am saying add the supernatural element to your life. Then you shall see things beyond what others are seeing.
Number 12. Then Joshua spoke to the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered up the Amalekites before the children of Israel.
Now, look here, everybody. If you have any obstacle in your life, if your enemies are facing you, if there are some challenges coming to you, the best you can do is go before the Lord.